We're on. All right. A few more seconds and we're starting. What a nice start for today. Okay, we have a few people here, and I'm really happy to have you around. We'll wait a few moments till we really start. And until that, I would like to ask everyone, just send us that you see my screen being shared, the agenda for today, and in the chat, so I know that it's visible and you can see that and that you can hear me. That would be great. Oh, yes. Thank you, Michal. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you so much. Okay. So I don't know if you're already familiar with that sound that we just heard. Someone's on my website. That's the Consolto on our website as we speak. What we're going to talk about today is a little bit about Consolto, the company, and then wait. Let me close all these noises. Otherwise, we're going to hear them a lot. So we're going to talk about Consolto, a little bit about the company. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the solution, like what you're getting, a few selected features that I'm going to demo, and then a little bit about the future and our roadmap. And then I hope to leave a lot of time for Q&A for you guys. So with that being said, I would also like to invite you to our raffle, which will happen in the end of this meeting, and a few things about the raffle. So first, there's going to be a raffle in the end of the meeting, as I mentioned, but there's a raffle multiplier. What's a raffle multiplier? So as you may know, we are a small boutique growing company, and every mention really helps us get the word out there and spread the word. So if you mention us on a SaaS or some relevant group on Facebook, for example, you get a 2x on the raffle prize if you win. And if you review us on Capterra, AppSumo, or G2, you get a chance to get 16x on the prize. So that means 4x if you mention us on Facebook and review us on Capterra, 8x plus AppSumo, 16x plus G2. We have 1 hour to do that. I'll leave you a few moments once we go to the Q&A, and because I want you to listen to me during what I'm going to discuss. But this is what's going to happen. And in order to join the raffle, what you need to do right now is go to our website, consolto.com. Open the widget on the bottom right. You'll see Dana Scully raffle. Put there your name, your email, and leave the comment there. Raffle. Sorry. Okay. Again, in order to participate in the raffle, you need to go to consolto.com right now. You need to open the widget. You'll see Dana Scully raffle over there. Open Dana Scully. There's the contact form. You put your details, name, email, and in the message put raffle. All right? And then we'll have some time to get some multipliers on the raffle. So if this was understood and you're with me, please hit yes in the chat and we're ready to go. All right. Thank you, Alberto. Excellent. Awesome. Okay, Kenny, excellent. Okay, I'll give you a moment and we're starting, okay? And I'll repeat that, by the way. So again, go to consolto.com, put your name, email, and the comment raffle. Come back, say, yes, I put it in, I'm ready to go. By the way, now is a really good time to tell your friends to join this webinar. Again, 16x is going to be a significant one. All right, we're starting. So, we're going to start with a little bit about who we are at Consolto. So first, we're an award-winning company. We're a high performer on G2, Capterra shortlisted, and actually this year we were one of 20 companies that were shortlisted on Capterra. 20 companies in the world out of 640 companies selected in the live chat category. We're a front runner in software advice, GetApp as well. Our mission is to help 10,000 businesses scale their remote meeting operations. And when I say scale their remote meeting operations, I mean you want to have a meeting with your customer. You want it to happen swiftly and smoothly. And you want to organize all the data that comes out of these meetings and the action items and everything. That's what we're here for. Okay? We want to make this super simple and super easy, such that you will be able to scale your meetings easily. Okay, now how are we going to do that? As I mentioned, simplify, organize, and boost the meeting. Simplify by making it super easy. I'll talk about it a few times today. Organize, we're putting all the data next to your customers. Okay, it's not not a recording here, a chat there, a file in your documents, everything together. Okay, so that's that. And boost, we'll talk about that a little bit later. A little bit about our features. I'm going to go one by one over these features. No, I'm not. We have quite a bunch of features here, and I invite you to take a look at what we provide. I'm going to focus today only on a few, but I do want to mention that in our last AppSumo campaign, almost 2 years ago, this is what the product looked like. Okay, this was the scheduling back then. Pretty, I don't know, needed some uplift, and that's what we've been working on during the past 18 months. So we launched a lot of features: HIPAA compliant, SMTP emails, background blur, meeting rooms, group meetings, scheduling, just to name a few. We refreshed the back office, which was launched just 5 weeks ago, and that's why some days you see things still moving around a little bit while we're trying to fine-tune the product. And we launched in the last 4 weeks the CNAME, which I'll show today, and Stripe money transfer, which I'm being asked a lot during this AppSumo campaign. So with this being said, let's move on. What is Consolto? So you probably know this, but I'll just give a word about this. We're a video first CRM, okay? Video conferencing first CRM. That means that if you conduct lots of meetings with your remote customers, this is perfect for you. We also, because of that, we provide live chat and a booking solution, okay? So it's like Zoom plus Calendly plus Intercom, everything together, but wrapped up in one cohesive package. Now, I'm not saying that we're as good as Zoom or as good as Calendly or as good as Intercom at what they do, but we believe that we're building a bundle that is good enough to help you do your remote meetings with your customers, okay? And that's what we're building, okay? So simply meet customers online. That's our goal. Okay, with that said, what are you getting from Consolto, okay? The product itself, every agent on Consolto, okay, on the product gets the click and talk page and the website widget. Okay, the website widget is the widget that you can put on your website. We'll see it in a moment. It's the same widget that you provided your name for the raffle a few moments ago. Okay, so that's the website widget. And we also have the click and talk page, which is just a permanent page that every customer gets. And these pages are there for you. They don't change. They're always there, and it's like a contact hub for you. In addition, we're trying now something new, a consultant listing directory. It's not live. It's not on AppSumo. It's in beta. If you're interested in this, please reach out to us through info@consolto.com, and we would happy to consider this. Okay, it's only for beta users right now. It's really in its inception. All right. So I'm assuming that you know a little bit about what Consolto is. So I'll just do a really, really short demo of the product itself so you can see how it works in case you still haven't tried it. So I'm here on our website, and I'm going to put this on the right side of the screen. And I'll put this on the left side of the screen. And I'm going to call, on the right side, again, this is what our customers see. And you probably saw this when you came to our website. So I'm going to just start a call from the website and look what happens. Okay. On the left side, I get a call notification and I can answer it. And the call starts. Okay. And we're not hearing an echo because beforehand I prepared these to be on mute. So as easy as that, we have a call from within the website. We didn't need to do anything, no installations, no downloads, all within your website. And if you're not up to do a call, you can let your customers schedule meetings with you. You can let them chat with you and leave a contact form. And we also have a few others, like a link to Messenger and a link to WhatsApp and a link to your phone, but that's something that we'll heavily develop maybe in next year. Another part of the product, as I mentioned, is the click and talk page. Okay, the click and talk page is a link, as I mentioned, a permanent link, which looks and behaves pretty much similar to the widget. Okay, it's the same functionality. You can see here, schedule, video, chat, contact. It's the same as we have here in the widget itself. Okay, schedule, video, chat, and contact form. So basically, this is the product. Okay, now I would like to share a little bit about the back office, how it's built, and a little bit more information. In the meantime, Dennis will be collecting questions, and we will answer them during the conversation. So again, just as a reminder, in the end, I don't know if everyone heard this because a few people have just joined. In the end of the conversation, we are having a raffle. In order to join the raffle, what you need to do is come to this widget on our website, fill the form with your name, your email, and put here raffle on Dana. On Dana, look, this is a two-person widget, and you need to click on Dana, not on myself, and then you join the raffle. And I'll explain how you can enjoy the multiplier later. Okay, a little bit about the back office. Before we continue, Dennis, are there any questions that you feel are urgent for now? I'll have to take them.
I think most of the question will be answered as we're going through, and I'm collecting them. If there's something that we're missing, I'll give them up in the Q&A.
Thank you, Dennis. And I should have done this from the first moment. This is Dennis, our customer success specialist. Thank you, Dennis, for joining us, for joining this session. And I'm sure many of you already touched base with Dennis lately. Okay, a little bit about the back office, because it changed dramatically in the last few weeks. And for those who are not familiar with it, because you just joined, this is also going to be a good overview. And this is going to take just a few moments, okay? We're not going to go in depth over everything. So basically, on the header, you have the overview tab where you see all the stats and the upcoming stuff, agenda, voice messages, and all that that is being left on your account. And in addition, you here see a few stats of your account. Conversations. Here is where you're going to manage and host all the conversations with your customers. Okay, so here's where everything happens. And the nice thing is that you can see who's right now open with your widget online, and who's just it has the widget in the background. And as an example, I'm going to close this. Wait, let me close also this. I'm going to close this one, and you'll see this one became on site. And if I open now Dana, this became busy, because now I, as Ilan, I cannot contact this customer because he's speaking with Dana, right? But if he is back again on site, I can speak with him. If he's on me, I see that as well as live, I can start speaking with them. And all this is happening in real time. If I go out, this guy will be in the background for 20 seconds and then not on the site. Okay, so this is the chat conversation center. Here you see all the chats. Here you see a little bit of media and a word about the media. Let me show you what this would look like. This is my conversation with Jackie, our product designer, from this morning. So we sent a few messages to each other just for you to take a look. So it's the contact forms look like this. Everything that was submitted, appointments. You have here links, the video chat. You have here recordings or call recordings, and this refers to the call recordings that you have on AppSumo. You have. Thank you, Jackie. This is a voice message that Jackie recorded for me today, and images and files, and even you can request money. Okay, so this is where you see all the money that's been transferred from you and your customers. Let me show you what this demo would look like if we passed money between each other. So, for example, I pay this myself. Okay, it's $1. Don't get overexcited of this. I paid $1. And I asked my customer for $1. You know what? Let's see this in action. This is nice. Okay. So we were already about to talk about the Stripe integration. So let's get to that right now. So for example, someone's in a chat with me, and I want to ask that person, hey, give me, I don't know, $1 or something. So I just click the payment over here, the request payment. It loads, it checks that everything's fine, and then I request a payment. So look what happens on the other side. Okay, this guy got a request of a $1 money request. So he can pay, okay, and then I'll see that on this side. And this can also start out of the meeting itself. Okay, I can request someone to pay me for having the meeting. And the way to have that is to come to the video chat, and I'll show that in a moment, and the money transfer. And I set this to, let's say, $1. Okay, again, I'm here in the video chat settings, and I go to the money transfer. The quick way to get there is with the shortcut here, the video chat settings. So now I'm going to reload this because I just changed this. And the customer will, in order to start talking with me, they will need to make a payment. See, $1. Let's talk for $1. And if they start the call, I get a request to approve the call to receive from Elon. Okay, this is me. Obviously, I'm doing this so you can see this, right? So if I answer the call, look what happens. Your peer is finalizing. Okay, on my side, I get hey, this guy is finalizing the payment. You'll be notified once it's complete. Please keep this window open. And on the other side, the customer will pay. Once they finish the payment, you will see what I saw a few moments ago. Okay, and I ended this. What you saw a few moments ago on my demo account here. Wait, let me show you this. Here. So at the beginning, there's a payment request, and then once they pay, you see it as paid, and you even have an access to the receipt. How cool is that? We're adding pretty soon to this payment during the booking process, so you will be able to charge before the meeting happens, way before, once they book the meeting. And we're also going to have an option to have charge through the contact form itself. So 4 alternatives to get paid, and each one of those will be able to charge for pay per minute. So that's a feature I wanted to discuss a little bit later, but it was a really good opportunity, so I love sharing that now. The media tab. This is where you see all everything that was sent back and forth. So here you see all that. All right. I will now to to the appointment center. This is where you see all your schedule. Okay, pretty standard, I'd say. We have a few nice things here, but I'm not sure we'll get to them. One of the nice things is the ability to set a few time slots. Okay, when you invite someone, and you can also let your customers do that. And maybe I'll get there. We'll see how time runs. We have 20 minutes, and I want to get to Q&A. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate, put them on the chat. So here we see all the contact forms that were submitted, and now I'm getting to the nice thing. So here, when we click here, we get to the navigation of the settings area. Okay, this is the settings area, and this is where you set everything up. Questions till now? Anyone?
Up until now, there was a question if Stripe is the only payment option.
Okay, great question. We have Stripe and PayPal. Let me show that. You go to the payment gateways. It's inside here. Here, payment gateways. You see all this. Okay. If anyone wants to pay me money, you're more than invited. It's anyways. That's that. So we have Stripe and PayPal. What else? Okay.
Another question that if we're in a call on Consolto, is it possible to only do a voice without video?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, great question. You can do voice without video. The way to do that, you click here on this shortcut, settings shortcut, video settings, video chat settings, and here you set this to widget conferencing methods. You set it to audio only. All right? It could be either audio only or audio video.
Another question was if can we take over someone else's computer to do tech support or something during a call?
Okay, good question. We currently don't have remote control. Okay, we do have screen sharing, exactly like what I'm doing right now. It's part of the conversation, but we do not have remote control. That's something that is on our roadmap. By the way, I'm inviting each and one of you to take a look at our roadmap. It's here, this question mark. You come here and click the roadmap, and then it's public. You can see it.
Another question about the payment thing is, can you set up a standard fee for when someone books a call? They would pay before the call, or before even scheduling it.
So yeah, the before the call is exactly what we provide right now. Okay, if you want to, you can see what it looks like on our website right now. Okay, so if you come to this is before the call, and we call it money transfer. Here, charge per session. Okay, this is here in the video chat tab under communications. If you want to charge while booking, that is something that is going to be added in the next couple of weeks. If you want to charge through the contact form, that's also going to be added. So right now, we provide charging through just before the call, like this one, and during chat, like I demoed a few moments ago. All right. Many of you asked me, what are skins, what are teams, what are widgets, how can I use them? And this is where I wanted to explain all this concept. So the idea was, sometimes you want to put a few people on the widget. And when I say on the widget, I mean I mean this one here. And you can select which people will be here and in what order, and if the available ones will bubble up or not. All that are settings that you can set. And the reason, by the way, that we provide this list is that unlike text chat, where agents are faceless, in video chat, agents have a face. Someone's going to speak with this person in a few moments. So they want to select the person that most fits their needs. That's why we also recommend putting here a face or something like that. So what if I serve two websites, or what if I have, and I want this, for example, to change between websites. Instead of Consolto, I want something else. So I need to create two separate widgets. What if my people, my agents, serve those two websites? That's also something that you need to take care of, right? Because right now you have, let's say, two agents, and they need to serve two websites, which have different, maybe different branding, maybe different functionality, maybe different texts. So the way to do that is create teams. Every team gets its own widget script, and that's what you install on the website. And you can assign agents to these teams. Now, a representation of an agent on a team is actually what we're seeing here. Okay, is practically what we see here. And you can change this. What this means is that you can, I mean, if you have multiple teams, you can create multiple widgets. If you have multiple brands that you serve, you can create multiple widgets and place different agents on each widget. And if you're an agency that provides service with the same agents to multiple websites, you can still do that while customizing the look and feel of every agent on every website. I hope that answered that question. And you guys have unlimited websites, unlimited widgets, and unlimited skins, which is really amazing. Okay, you can do a lot of flexibility here, a lot of things that you can do with this. We also saw lots of other use cases. For example, people want a different behavior in desktop and mobile, and different branding and that kind of stuff. So you can really, it's really flexible. And as I mentioned, just to understand, another use case, you want your widget to look one way or have ABC communication forms. And on your click and talk page, you want to have some other communication channels. So you basically create two skins, what we call skins. One you will use on the widget, and one you'll use on the click and talk page. And, it's a lot of flexibility here. Okay, we wanted to make it simple, but please remember, simple is for your customers. They have a really simple manner to start the call. Simple is bringing all the data related to your customers to one place. And we hope that with all this flexibility, you'll be able to do really good stuff, which will simplify the way that you'll be using Consolto. Any questions about this? About teams, about widgets, about skins?
Yes. About if someone has a couple of businesses, like two businesses or more, can they add Consolto to both websites?
Absolutely. They can create a separate widget, one for website A, one for website B. Every widget or every team has its own branding, tightly coupled to that brand or to that company's website. Then assigning the agents to any specific brand, either separated or you can play with it however you want. Yes, the answer is yes.
A question that I saw twice already, if we will be going over the 3D sense in this call, in this
We
webinar.
will not going to go over the 3D sense. I can show you it at the end of the meeting. Yeah, we can show it in the end of the meeting if that makes any sense.
As an agent, can he initiate contact with a website visitor?
Oh, absolutely. Let me show you what it looks like. So you can either, let's say this is closed, okay? Let's say this starts closed. I'm gonna put it here and on the right, like we like it, two sides. Right side is customer side, left side is agent side. So here, I'm gonna find my customer. this is not responsive enough. Oof, we need to talk with our website builders. Anyways, I'm going to find myself. Let's say that this is this guy. I see that it is green, so it's on my site. I'm going to say hi, and it's automatically opening. I can also, okay, that's easy. I can also call them. And the way to call them is invite to video chat. It's closed. Wait, let's close it. And boom, starts. Okay, I didn't answer that because we already saw that, but easy. You just start a process and it starts. Okay, either chat or video chat immediately. The customer gets a call or a chat. That's called Active Engager. It's supported in all the AppSumo tiers. So take advantage. By the way, one of the tips that I must give you is that most if the customer doesn't know that they're going to get a call, they're going to be a little bit intimidated by the fact that you're calling them. So the way to handle that is either start with chat, or a better way is put on the page, put here that this widget on the right is there to make video calls. Get them prepared for this. Once they know what's going to happen, they will be delighted. Okay, so just put a link, show them an arrow. This is going to open. You're going to get a call, and that's how it works best. Okay, I want to move to CNAME a little bit. So moving forward, CNAME and SMTP. So a little bit of explanation of what is CNAME, what is SMTP, because I feel that there's a little bit of confusion around. So let's say you own justclickandtalk.com. That's your website, okay? Or maybe even shorter, Just Click and Talk. And I'll show you how that's possible in a moment. And you don't like the pages going to your customers going to client.consolto.com /expert / I mean, this is a little bit cumbersome, and you want your brand to be there. Okay, you don't want this. The way to handle this is to create a CNAME. So instead of this Consolto thing, it will be your domain. How are you going to do that? Basically, you start here in the advanced section. Okay, settings home, advanced. You click here, and then you create these what's called a CNAME. Okay, this is a host. You need access to your DNS, to your registry, wherever you host your website. And you need to put there a few DNS records. And I'm not going to talk about all the process and everything. I'm just going to show you that something like this, click and talk. And I'm going to say here, happy to click and talk. All right. And I'm going to create this CNAME. Let's say that this is a CNAME. So I'm getting here a few records that I need to put in my DNS hosting. And once I put these records over there, and this is initializing because this takes a little bit of time because we added here an extra layer of security. We're generating a certificate for each one of the CNAMEs that we provide. Anyways, once you have a CNAME, one critical step, and it's listed here everywhere, but I want you to make sure that you do it. You need to assign the click and talk to one of the team widgets. If it's not assigned, we can't know. Okay, for example, this one is my Consolto main. Okay, so when I'm going to now create a link, it is going to link to, instead of client.consolto.com, it's going to link to Just Click and Talk expert Elon. Now, by the way, we're removing this expert in a few days. So it's going to be just Click and Talk / Elon, or my name. And this will be available for you for every domain that you provide, as long as you host it. Okay, this is, we own Click and Talk. This way you can use whatever domain you want. I hope this clarifies this a little bit. Just don't forget, whenever you whenever you create a CNAME, make sure that it's assigned to a widget, and you can assign it in two places. One place is there where you created the CNAME, and the other place is in here in this installation tab. You can select one of the CNAMEs that your account has. Okay, I hope this is clear. This is CNAME. Another thing that we provide is the SMTP. Okay, so the SMTP is a way for us to send emails from your domain. Okay, now you need to provide your SMTP server address and stuff, and there's a lot of explanations here. You can go to our website and read a little bit more, but these two features will help you with promoting your brand. Now, we love it when you use Consolto, right? Don't get me wrong. And that's one of the reasons that we wanted you to promote or to ask you to share the word of Consolto around during this conversation, during this webinar. But we also understand your needs and we respect your needs and your business goals. And that's why we want you to be able to to white label your communication with your customers. So white labeling goes to the widget, it goes to the click and talk page, goes to CNAME, goes to SMTP. I hope that helps. That's from, if I remember correctly, that is from tier 3 and above. Please, I may be wrong here, maybe either 2 or 3 in absolute. All right. Questions about CNAME, SMTP? Quick ones. One, pick the favorite one, Dennis, please.
Most questions are not on that topic, so we can go back to it.
Perfect. So keep the ones. I'll be there in a moment. I would like, okay, money transfer we already covered. Yay. So you already know that you can use Stripe and PayPal. With Stripe, you can use quite a bunch of payment gateway or payment, what's it called, like Visa and credit card and some other payment solutions. Yeah, and you can read a little bit more about this. And I really, if you want to use this feature, I really recommend reading and going to here and click this read more over here. And just, there's a pretty thorough explanation here. Okay, so I hope this will help you. Moving forward, privacy and security. Okay, I want to say one word about privacy and security. First, we're HIPAA compliant. HIPAA is a standard that was invented for insurance, the insurance industry, for how to hold and keep private data of users. And it's mostly health-related data. So we are HIPAA compliant, and we also use WebRTC, which is what Google uses in Google Meet. And I don't know if you know, but Zoom got a little bit of backlash because of they're using their own proprietary solution, which has their, a few pros and a few advantages. But WebRTC is getting more and more traction. It's being validated more than any other protocol over the internet. It's also very fast. What I wanted to discuss is a little bit, just a few words about team and data segregation. Sorry, this is a hard word. And consent. So Consolto was built for teams, sometimes of therapists, lawyers, where doctors, where data is really private. So by default, all the data is segregated. What that means is that no one can access no one else's conversations, appointments, and leads. That is considered as private data. The overview tab, which is, which shows a little bit of statistics, is something that you can see, but here on the right, you'll see only your own stuff, while here you can see whoever you want, whoever you select here on the top. So what if I want to see someone else's information? How can I do that? So the way to do that is gain this shield, this beautiful shield here on the right. Okay, for example, I have access to Dana Scully's information. Okay, and I'm going to show now that I do have access to Dana Scully with seeing all the contact forms that you submitted. Okay, now I see whatever was submitted to Dana, and we'll soon get to the raffle. Now, if you don't have access to someone, you go to the Users tab. Okay, the Users tab is here. You go to the Users tab and you request access. Okay, you just hit the request access. Once they approve the access, you get the access to their private data. Again, conversations, appointments, and leads. This is very useful to sales teams, for example, and customer support teams. It's not very useful for therapists and coaches and stuff like that. Teams of coaches, they need privacy. I'm not going to get into the two meeting modes unless we have time in the end. I'll just say, briefly. You get, with Consolto, you get two ways of reaching out to customers. It looks trivial, but there are no other solutions that we are aware of that provide these two in this manner, including chat and scheduling together in one solution. So what am I talking about? So on-demand meeting is a situation where someone's calling you. You don't necessarily know that they're going to call you, and it suddenly rings on your phone or your desktop, whatever. By the way, we have a mobile app, which you should download. It's going through renovation right now, but in a few months, it's going to be beautiful like the desktop, like the web application. Anyways, the on-demand meeting is, think about someone coming to the widget or a click and talk page. You don't necessarily know about that's going to happen, and they just ring. It's like a WhatsApp call, a Skype call, your phone, FaceTime, that kind of stuff. It has a specific behavior. For example, when the meeting ends, when someone leaves, the meeting ends, right? Unlike that, there's the other type of video chat, like the lobby. You probably know this link concept, right? The meeting room concept, like Zoom and Google Meet. You get a link and everyone who got the link can enter, or should be approved, but basically they get into the lobby and then they can enter the meeting. It's not calling you. It's pre-scheduled or pre-agreed upon, okay? And the way you can create these meeting links, and this is the important part, the way you can create these meeting links in any meeting link is from this start widget here on the bottom right. This start widget here is what will help you create the meeting links. The click and talk page is the permanent and unique link that your customers can reach out to you, okay? And you copy here the links, and you can send them by email, whatever. You can provide the email and we'll send it for you. Okay, this is one way. The other way, the meeting room, the Zoom-like meeting rooms is here, okay? This is when you, for example, have someone talking to you through Twitter or LinkedIn or whatever, and you want to send them a meeting that's happening right now. You just copy the meeting link. You copy the meeting link and you create and you send it. You can join right away, or you can use the meeting link yourself. I hope this clarifies this. Again, start and enjoy. One tiny thing, these website widget links, is if you want to send people to your website, it will open the widget automatically on a call or on a chat or schedule a meeting directly. This is really good because people will stay on your website for more time. It's good for SEO. Okay, Google will notice that they're on your website for, I don't know, half an hour of your meeting. So this is really good. Okay, that's that about, and that was a little bit more than a sentence. Dennis, you should stop me. I'm not going to talk about fully automated, fully controlled. I want to say a word about the future, where we're taking this. So as I mentioned, we're working on the mobile application right as we speak right now. We're renovating it. The way we improved the back office of Consolto a few weeks ago, that's what's happening to the mobile app. I expect it to be launched in about 10 weeks, so more or less, 2.5 months. AI, we're bringing AI in chats and in meetings. We have a slightly different concept of having this, but I just want to bring to your sense the opportunity that we're bringing, because think about Consolto. We have live chat, we have meetings, and we have video chat in one tool. And if all of this AI speaks together, it could do magic. Okay, so that's what we're building there. This is already being built. We are still considering a few things like, are we going to host the AI ourselves, or are we going to use another tool like OpenAI or something like that? We still don't know. We're figuring this out, but this is already in progress, and stay tuned about that. Pay when booking. Okay, I spoke about that a few moments ago. And configurable sessions. This is also really nice if you're a coach and you want to provide different kind of sessions with different scope, with different pricing, with different duration. So you give different links. Okay, if you want to talk to me about playing Mozart, it's a 1 hour meeting and it's going to cost you $100 an hour. And you send one link. And if they want to speak to you about, I don't know, Mary Had a Little Lamb, it's going to cost $10, 15 minutes, and it's another link. And you'll also be able to provide a list that they can select from. So this is coming really soon. Oof, I talked a lot. This is a good time to remind you of the raffle multiplier. The raffle multiplier. Okay, we're going to have a raffle very soon. We're starting the Q&A in a moment. The raffle, in order to participate in the raffle, you need to go to consolto.com, go to our website, look for Dana. Where is she? Look for Dana Scully, and raffle. Put here your name, email, and the word raffle. And then we're going to select out of this. Okay? So do this now. Now, those of you who want to have a multiplier on the raffle, we're also giving you an opportunity to do that. And if you mention us in the SaaS Relevant group, it's 2 times whatever there is in the raffle. If you review us on Capterra, it's 4 times. AppSumo, 8 times. G2, 16 times. You can get 16 times. You need to do this in the next 25 minutes. Okay? We're going to have now 15 minutes for Q&A. Then I'll leave a few more moments for people to leave their reviews. Please, we're doing our best to make this interesting so you enjoy both the webinar and the product. I hope you're with us. Now it's a good time for Q&A. Dennis, showtime.
About the call in general, is there a limit to the length of the call?
There's no, okay, I don't know. I've never been asked this question before, and we've never dealt with this. We don't care about how much you talk, as long as it's not abusing the system. And when I say abusing, it's like using Consolto as a webcam 24/7. No, we don't permit that. That costs us money. We don't want that. We don't, if you want this to be used like a baby sense, you know, that thing that you put when babies go to sleep all night, that's not the use of Consolto. If you want to have a consulting meeting of 8 hours where you speak with your customers, we'd love that. That's what we're built for, okay? So I hope this clarifies the question. If we see day after day, 24/7, we're going to ask you, please, this is abusing the system. If you're working with your customers, no problem. I hope that answered the question.
Yeah, another question was how many people can be in one call?
Right now, okay, this is a good question. Right now, 6. I forgot to mention that. In a few months, we're in December. So yeah, in the next quarter, it's going to be 24, and we're not planning to grow above that. There's a reason. We're not a webinar solution. Okay, if you look for webinar, there are a lot of other solutions. We want you to have clear conversations with your customers. We want to help you navigate all the data that goes through these conversations. I forgot to mention this, or maybe I did, but I want to share that again just for a moment. again, when I say that we want all the data to be in one place, think about the following. You're having a conversation. It's never tied in other solutions. It's never tied to the person, to your customer, right? Here we have everything in one place. Okay, you have the call recordings in one place. You have the audio message or the voice messages in one place. You have your private notes. You have your description, the bio, the phone. Everything is in one place. The money transfer, of course. Okay, images, files, whatever you pass. Okay, so long story short, we're into that one-on-one, one-to-many, but not one-to-100. We're not that webinar solution. I hope that answered the question. Yes, Dennis.
Thank you. Another question was, how much of a server load does Consolto use? If someone has a yeah.
Zero. That's the beautiful part of it. You copy a script, you put it on your website. Okay, this is just a script. Sorry, it's here. You put it on your website, and that's it. All the load is on us. And to be honest, WebRTC is not about us hosting all the traffic. The idea is that in WebRTC is many of the conversations are happening through other type of servers. I don't want to get into details, but anyways, you're not hosting anything.
Can you connect a couple of different agents or skins into the same Stripe or a PayPal account?
Yes. Okay. I understand the question. Okay. So yes, the answer is yes. And that's why we developed the following thing. Okay. You create this payment gateway on a user, okay, on a skin. Okay. We're editing an agent skin here. This is mine. Okay. And you provide this account ID. Now you can copy this as long as it's been created with Consolto. Okay, and I'll show you how it works. You can copy this and put it on another agent. Okay, again, I'm in Elon. I copied this, and now I'm going to open another agent. Let's say Dana Scully, and you can pay her. Yeah, if you want, please do that. Connect an existing Stripe account. Look at this. So you click here and please read this. Important. This works only with Stripe accounts that we are created with Consolto. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to say add, and voila, active. Okay, so you can share the same Stripe account with all your agents. One more thing. Let's say you don't want your agents to have access to this because you want to collect the money and you want to give it to them later. You can do that. And the way you can do that is you go to the users tab and you hide this payment gateways from them. Okay, you hide this tab from your users. Let me show you what that would look like. Okay, I'm going to go to the settings. I'm going to my users and I'm going to select Dana. I'm going to click here and feature setup. And here I can tell in the, this is a tough one, setup and installation. In the payment gateways, I don't want Dana to have access to this because I want to collect the money. I want to put, I'm the account manager. I'm the king of this castle, right? I'm going to put my payment gateway and I'm going to turn this off so she doesn't have access to this. It's not that the feature is turned off. It's just her access to setting this up is turned off. I hope this clarifies the question.
Is another question that came up a couple of times. Is there a way for the same agent to serve on different websites? Like if one deals with one type of clients and the other one deals with a different type of clients?
Absolutely. The answer is yes. That's why we developed this amazing flexibility. You go to create, for example, this is Dana on one website, okay? Let's say I want, and this is, okay, let me show you this. Let me just demo this. Okay, we have a few teams, okay? The main team is comprised of 4 people, Dana, Adi, Dennis, and myself, okay? Dana is just demo. Now, if I go to the manage teams, that was the Consolto main. Let's say I want to create Dana on another team, on another website. How do I do that? Add agent. Okay, click here on the menu on Consolto demo, which is another, let's say another business. But you know what? Let's put it here. This was a raffle that we did quite a while ago. I'm here, AdWorld 2022. Okay, last year. I'm going to add an agent, and here I'm going to select Dana Scully. So now we have two Danas. We have Dana here in the AdWorld team or AdWorld script widget, and we have Dana. Oops. And we have Dana here on my main. Here it is. Okay, it's two different skins of Dana. Now you may ask me, yeah, but how does Dana know from where the conversation came? So let me just show you what it would look like. Okay, I'm going to select myself and Dana. Remember, I do have access to Dana, so this will be more or less what Dana will see. Okay, you'll just see a mixture of conversations here with different colors. The blue ones in this case are mine. Okay, and the green ones here are Dana's. This could be just two different Danas. It's the same. Okay, I hope this clarifies the question.
Yeah, it helps a lot. Is there a Microsoft 365 integration?
Not yet. Coming up next year, I hope Outlook 365 or Microsoft 365 and iCal. We've been asked about this a lot, and I hope that we'll manage to build this in the second part of next year. I can't say that it will happen in the next few months. You saw the roadmap.
Mm-hmm. Another question was, can we customize the bubble chat on the widget or video to ask maybe like a warm welcome or basically attract the attention of people?
That's a great question. I'm just jumping to our roadmap so you can see. So that warm welcome thing is definitely on our roadmap. Okay, this is you can see this is in the next release. So after we finish the AI and chats and mobile app and all that, and Paperman and all that, we also want to customize the template, the email templates, and then we're getting to the welcome video. You can see here, it's coming. Okay. We have 3 more minutes. Wait, I want to remind everyone, if you want to multiply your chance, not your chances, but multiply the prize, then you should, you should go to Facebook, mention us. You'll get a 2x if you win. If you review us on Capterra, AppSumo, and G2, you get a chance to get 16x of the prize if you win. Okay. Do it now, and we're about to finish this session. So the way it's going to work, we're going to give you a few moments to provide us this feedback. And then 10 minutes from now, we're going to do the raffle. And we're keeping this webinar open, even though the time ends in 2 minutes or so, just so it's transparent. Everyone sees the raffle, sees exactly what we're doing. Okay? Dennis, more questions.
Putting the widget on the site, will it slow it down? Will it slow the website down?
We worked a lot on this last year. We went down from 1.2 megabytes to about 390K, which is a small image, let's face it. So if 390K are something that you don't want to put on your website because of SEO considerations, just either don't put it or delay it. And you can ask our customer support about this, and we'll explain how you can delay it so it will not impact your SEO. But 400K is considerably small. Okay, I see here a question. Can we connect a headless CMS? I'm not sure I fully understand this question. I'm not sure I fully understand this question. But if I understand correctly, the question is, can we inject from the CMS data to the Consolto widget such that I, as an agent, or the customer doesn't need to refill their details? And the answer is yes, if that's the question. We have a specific feature for that. You go to Consolto and you go to the documentation, knowledge. Let's see if I find it. How to, your direct click and talk. And you go to the advanced here. And here you will want to inject sending user data from, sending user data from the website to the widget. This is what you need to use. So just read this. This is a pretty straightforward explanation. You need to do some coding in your CMS, but this is the way to do it. We don't integrate with every CMS, only with WordPress, and we do not pass user data. That's something that you do. Again, we're very strict with data, so only you can do that.
And is there any email signature templates that include all forms of communications?
Wait, there was a really good question. Where do we send the screenshots? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't take that when we. Oh, I should have mentioned that. Where do we send the screenshots? So if you filled this, basically you can send it to info@consolto.com, or if you fill this, you get to a chat. You can simply drag the images here or send us as an attachment. Okay. Okay. What was there any other stuff, Dennis?
Mostly about the tiers on AppSumo and how much recordings do they get, how many agents, and it's like based on tiers. Like if some tiers have 100 hours of recording on them, some have more. So I'm just like answering them.
So the way to get more is, I guess, help us out here and there. We're pretty generous. I mean, it's a win-win. We feel that you're promoting a pretty good product. We need this exposure. We need to grow the business. If we grow, your investment shines in a couple of years down the road. So we would really appreciate that. That's one way. And, in special cases, we also we're open to all sorts of ideas.
If there's like a couple of more minutes, we have a little preview of the 3D Sense?
Okay, yeah. Any other thing before we move to the 3D Sense? Dennis?
I'm reading a question that was just sent. How can I get from the web or phone app a notice when someone's visiting our webs A or B? Switching needs to change logging, or simply will take to the web when the potential person is looking for help? If I have a couple of websites and someone
Okay,
I
understand. Okay, so agent skins. Let me get back to that because that could be a little bit confusing. So it's pretty advanced. Okay, why is this blurry? Okay, think about this. You have two websites. Okay, website A, which is called, widget team A, and website B. You create two widgets, and this agent is connected to both these websites through two different skins. When calls come, the agent doesn't need to switch anything because it goes to the same person. Okay. This agent will get a notification whether it came from website A or website B based on that skin ID that I showed you a moment ago with those colors. Okay, this thing, this here. See, this is the color. This is two different skins. Okay, so if you want to place your one agent on two websites, this is the way to do it. Notifications will come anyway to the same person, as long as, this is the person that's behind these skins. Regarding the phone, you get push notifications. Again, the mobile app is going through a renovation now. To be honest, it's not so good. We're not happy with it. It didn't go the same renovation that we did with the back office, just launched 5 or 6 weeks ago. Okay, so it's about to do that as well. I hope that in the next 10 weeks, it's going to be out. Okay, we have 4 more minutes for the raffle. Let's see what's going on. What's going to happen here.
Another question was, will AppSumo clients have access to all new features in the future?
Yes. Well, all new features. All new features that are tied to the Genius and Clever plans, which are our regular plans on our website. And just as an example, we came to this AppSumo campaign this time. All our customers from last time got the same benefits that the customers this time got. So we're fair. We don't want to. We're fair there. Anyways. Okay, 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. You still have a chance to multiply. I wonder what's going to happen. Did we get any? Are they sending this to us? Don't forget. You can send, by the way, you can send the screenshots later. Don't worry about that. Oh, I'm getting a lot. What's going on here? Hey, you sent it to me. You didn't send it to Dana. Guys, you need to send it to Dana. You're bombing my inbox. Okay, never mind. Any more questions?
In the last 4 minutes, maybe our little preview of the 3D Sense.
All right. Yeah. I don't think that I love this feature, actually. Okay, I love this feature, so I'm going to do this really quick. Okay, conversations. Wait, let me bring this guy here, this guy open, this guy like this, and I'm going to find, where am I? Let me send myself a chat so I know who I am. And here, I click on this 3D Sense and the car and present. Now look what's happening here. This could take a few moments. Probably my internet needs some improvement. So again, left, agent side, right, customer side. Usually this happens much faster, not with my internet. You can test it. This should take 3 seconds, but I'm promising you this is worth viewing this. This is nice. And as I noted a few moments ago, on the left side, I select a product. Okay, I select something. It's either a car or a dental transplant company, or I don't know, a few of others that use this. Now, the nice thing here is that when left turns the car, right side, look, I don't know if you can see my mouse here. I'm dragging it on the left, and my customer will see the exact same view every time. So if I, for example, zoom in on the sun here on the car, I will see it also. Let me grow this a little bit. It's too small. I'll see it here. See, exact same picture. Now on the right side, I can also move this. The customer can also show you, no, I want to see the back of the car. Okay, this is 3D Sense. Okay, that's it. This is 3D Sense. Really proud of the product. I think it's amazing. Yeah, that's it. Okay, time's up. Time's up in a minute. We're really, really close. We're really, really close. 1 minute, and it's going to happen. So the way it's going to happen is, as I mentioned, we're going to go over all whoever submitted anything. Let me sort this by interacted, so we see only these guys. And the way we're going to do it is this way. raffle. We're going to count 3 and 6. Okay. 3. The third one who provided who entered their contact information gets 1 extra user, maybe multiplied by 16. Maybe. The 6th one gets either 100 recordings or 1 extra user multiplied by 16. Let's see this. Let's see if, or I don't know, it could get to 16. Let's see. Let's see who this is. Okay, so we're starting from the bottom. Let me see. I don't want to miss anyone. Who is this? No, that's someone else. Okay. 1, Kenny, sorry, not you. 2, Owen, sorry, not you. Samudra, you are, this is unbelievable. You're number 3 here. Okay, so you got 1 extra user. I know this is not enough. It's not much, but if you provided us some stuff, you're getting up to 16 times this. So you're getting 16 additional users. Did you please mention this in the chat? Come to Consolto, share with us now, okay? Now the 6th person. 4, 5, Michal, sorry. Kat, sorry. And wait, what's this? Here, Mark. Mark, you're the 6th. So Mark, you're number 6. You get either 100 or 1 extra user. And if you show us that you provided us more reviews, we'd be happy to deliver and give you up to 16 times what you got. I want to thank you, everyone, for joining us. Again, our winners are Mark and Samudra. I want to thank everyone for joining us. I hope you had a good time. I hope you share the word out there. And I really hope you have the best meetings with your customers from now on. Keep in touch, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Thank you.